Cool. Go ahead and get this going. Happy New Year's, everyone. First call back since the year has started, 2023. Hope you're all doing well. Drop some 999s in the chat if you guys can hear me. It's a new year, so we're gonna up it. There we go. Drop some 999s in the chat if you guys can hear me, can see my screen. You guys are ready for a new day, for new opportunities. Yes, sir. Cool. Okay, so we have a pretty interesting week ahead of us. It's looking like today we may have a pretty calm day, rest of the day. Early today or later on and Wednesday, we have PMI reportings for the US dollar, and as well as FOMC tomorrow around 2 p.m. Eastern. I don't think this is the high impact one, but I could be mistaken. And just keep your eyes out for this one. That's a very high, that could potentially be a very high impact one. Thursday, we also have ADP non-farm employment change. That's an interesting one. I'd honestly keep my eyes out for that. That looks like it could have a big effect on NFP, which is coming back around for us on Friday. First NFP of the year. First NFP week of the year as well. So it's really cool. Really exciting stuff. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. Stay on top of news. So guys, honestly, for me, I would love to see a previous monthly sweep of liquidity before we might go to the upside. That's kind of where my eyes are set for bullishness. And this doesn't have to happen or be met, of course. We can just, accumulate from here. Yeah, we can definitely just accumulate from here, right? So we're in a very interesting area. Give me just one sec. Let me delete all this stuff. I was doing a video yesterday. Okay. And so, as you guys know, we were looking at this insufficiency for a really long time. I'm basically wanting price to get back down into that area. Price did come into that imbalance last week, okay? During the end of Friday's session, we fell and melted into that imbalance that we've been targeting for a while. And today, during London, we had a reaction from that liquidity sweep, right? It's a major liquidity sweep. And so what we got is a nice gap at the open. We gapped up, and then price action filled that gap and just blasted off to the upside, taking out some previous highs for liquidity. So I'm still bearish. It's still in a bearish structure, right? Like this whole push down from that high to that low. No, we're still looking at some bearish price action. We are in the equilibrium, so we can now anticipate some distribution, right? So if my eyes go getting a closure above here, I would be looking at a little bit more accumulation, but my eyes for now go here for potential shorts down into that previous area of accumulation. Yeah, I can see us working our ways back down.
Yeah, we're pretty bullish right now. So I'm looking to see if we continue, but overall, targeting these highs, if we end up taking out this liquidity within this 4-hour range and we get accumulation below here, that'll still be my ideal target, right? Because if we look at the overall higher time frame range, we kind of already did retrace back into that 50%. We did reaccumulate on that 15 minutes, so looking to see if we trade below this low here right, which is also around 50% below this low and this down candle here. If we do get some evidence of reaccumulation in there, well, then that can lead to price continuing to trade higher, right? But it's like, this accumulation was pretty nice. So on Dow, right, we have swept the high already, pretty clean, right? Again, after this distribution, of course, you see, we have this low, right? We've distributed, swept above this high. We have this low and this high, accumulated, traded above this high. So this range here, that bullish range, again, this could just be accumulation to sweep this liquidity, distribute, and continue trading lower. Since we are above the highs, looking at that distribution, low, high, low. Again, same thing here. We have this imbalance. All right, you can see. So again, definitely anticipating distribution above these highs here and within this imbalance. You were in that counter trend, high, low, high. Since we are above that high, again, distribution really is ideal here. There's tons of liquidity to the downside. So again, an area that really gets my attention is this imbalance, right, which we kind of already traded into, right? We swept this high, left this imbalance, came back into it. We still have some more here. So again, we can trade back into that imbalance and redistribute to the downside, really based. Yeah, and then we did trade below this low into that candle. So if you did end up going long off of that, I mean, it's getting a nice reaction right now. It's a beautiful accumulation here. So yeah, so we'll see if it does end up respecting this and continue to trade higher.
I did take the long on Dow on the 30-second.
Nice. Oh yeah.
We'll see. And it's just based off the 4-hour.
Yep. Yeah, because again, as we are bullish, so we have this high, this low. So I do like that. Yeah, NAS is playing out beautifully. So.
Wow, NAS.
Yeah, drop some 8s if you did play the longs on NAS. You sniped it right when it came in, stopped below this low, or if maybe you waited for this right here. Nice little reaction taking place. Nothing too crazy. And then yeah, Dow again, right? Close below. They ended up coming back into that, so I am curious to see what happens.
Yeah, I am break even as well, just because we came into that previous area of distribution.
Yeah, this is distributing nicely, so I don't see why it couldn't, continue, but we'll see. Yeah, if you played the shorts on Dow, it's kind of just whipsawing, right? But honestly, I'm not gonna be surprised if it just continues to trade higher. So yeah. All right, price can trade into this imbalance just to do that again. Yeah, I am long. We'll see. Yeah, I really want to see what happens here. So we'll just wait. If the shorts play out, the longs play out. Yeah, again, they get that close below. It did come back, so nuts. Maybe that could happen. We are seeing lower lows and lower highs being created, so it's really going to come down to this area, right? If we're going to respect this and accumulate, then we'll definitely blast off, because that is the current range here. I'm in that personally. It's kind of both ways of it. The shorts and the longs. The shorts and the longs. Who shall win? Find out next time. Oops. So we get it closed right here, then boom. Yeah, I see that. All right, so we did not get the close, so still respecting. So it's kind of where you just let price do its thing, sit back. If you're in the long or the short, you just find out, all right? I'm literally in on both sides right now, so. But the longs, I really like the longs. So yeah, we did get that accumulation here also. So again, huge possibility it just continues to reaccumulate from here. So again, like I said, I am in the longs also. So NAS again, if you played it out of that area, it's moving, right? So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Right. S&P respecting this higher low. Yeah, drop some eights if you're in the longs on Dow. You're rocking those. You're rocking those long sleeves today. So let's see. Yeah, dollars retracing here nicely. So again, overall target on the indices can really be again these new highs here, at least for today's targets. Again, could be targeting a new high. So we'll see how far they go, or if they just dump. Anything could happen for sure. Game we play. Yeah, we rocking them. So beautiful. Oh yeah, only thing I'm in is Dow. So beautiful, right? What did it do? This is your type what? Your type 2 accumulation, right? I swept some lows. Oh, where's my break of structure? Well, you don't really need a break of structure here. You see a liquidity sweep. Imbalance got created. Price came back into that imbalance, and boom, they gave your evidence of reaccumulation there. So accumulated here below the lows, right? What do we look for? We look for accumulation below the lows. There's your accumulation below the lows, right? That's where Bash got in. Beautiful. Textbook, right? Then it creates a new range. High, higher low. Imbalance came back. We pull the trigger here. See evidence, pull the trigger there. All right, so very simple, guys. Very, very, very simple. It's textbook. It's exactly what we look for every week. So again, shout out to you if you're rocking the long sleeves today. And yeah, definitely be sure to pay yourself. Do not let a winner turn into a loser.